In this short presentation, I'm going to give you some tips on recovering from a stroke. This presentation is brought to you by www.strokerehabonline.com. After a stroke survivor has stabilised, they will move to the next phase of recovering from a stroke. This will include the stroke rehab part of recovery. Stroke rehab will include physical or mental therapy focused on helping the stroke survivor with regaining any independence and working on any difficulties they may have had after the stroke. Recovering from a stroke is not an easy process, but it can be made a lot easier by getting proper stroke rehab advice and recommendations. Stroke rehab in an outpatient clinic is often restricted by the limited time and resources that the facility has. This results in a short and quick period of rehab where patients are rushed through a quick course of rehab. The alternative is private therapy. This can be very costly in both finances and travel time. Unless you are fortunate to have financial abundance, this may not even be an option. This leaves stroke survivors recovering from a stroke at home. Often, without proper guidance or knowledge of how to adequately perform stroke rehab, the patient and family members may do very little. Or worse yet, they may just accept the level of function the stroke survivor has and leave it at that. This is a pity. While there certainly are limitations to recovery from a stroke, I feel unless survivors have performed an intense and properly constructed and documented program, recovering from a stroke can always be improved. Knowing what to do and how to do it is vital for the best recovery efforts. One principle that has revolutionized recovering from a stroke is the concept of neuroplasticity. This is a fancy way of saying the adult brain is capable of change. The adult brain has been shown to adapt to the demands we place upon it. This is a key concept for stroke rehabilitation, where we have areas of the brain that have been damaged and are resulting in functional deficits for the survivor. It is possible, through proper rehabilitation, that the brain is able to rewire itself and figure out a way to start performing some of these lost functions again. Very exciting news for stroke survivors and their family. The sad part is, many people are still not aware of this concept. It should be one of the first things taught to stroke survivors and their families, and it should form the basis of all people recovering from a stroke. However, the reality of the matter is that it is not. Many patients are given inadequate advice about their recovery potential. New research has discovered exciting exercises that take advantage of science's newest understandings of how the brain functions and recovers. The great news is that it does not have to cost a lot of money to have access to these advanced therapies. Recovering from a stroke has never been easier for survivors to do given the right tools and information. For all the latest and best information regarding stroke recovery and rehabilitation, including how to design a cutting-edge stroke rehab program at home, speed recovery and improve function, check out the link below and grab your copy of the Stroke Rehab Handbook. Simply click on the link below in the description and learn more about the Stroke Rehab Handbook and how you can help recovering from a stroke.